Now, on to more news. Over the course of the past 2 weeks, the top court has been hearing a batch of petitions by the LGBTQ couples seeking legalization of same-sex marriages in the country. The hearing is all set to resume again on 3rd of May. Here's a report on the developments so far.
Over the course of past 2 weeks, the Supreme Court has been hearing petitions seeking legal recognition of same-sex marriage. The petitioners argue that non-recognition of same-sex marriage causes discrimination.
Things change when the moral authority of an institution says that this is how, please, you look through this prism of gender neutrality. Do not look through the prism. Sorry to go back. This Victorian morality issue, Milord, came in 1800s when Milord, Mr. Macaulay framed this law. You go back to Indian text. For hundreds of years, Milord, you go to Khajuraho, go to other places.
The right to love, the right to manifest that love in the form of marriage, regardless of these identities, is the heart of this case. And the obverse heart of this case is the discriminatory denial to a section. The mirror image part of this case is the discriminatory denial to a section of the community to do it based on that sex, sexual orientation, gender or gender identity. That's the exclusion, that's the discrimination.
That the origin of the Hindu Marriage Act, the Hindu Code, did something that was not permitted in sacramental Hindu law, which is intercaste marriage, Sagotra marriage, divorce, inheritance.
Seeking that the matter be left to the Parliament, the Centre continues to vehemently oppose the plea. Invoking the accepted view of biological man and biological woman time and again.
So, my lord, in my respectful submission, the statute cannot be read to mean A for some class and B for some class. Lord, why this degrees of prohibited relationship?
But even the 5-judge Constitution bench has countered the notion of absolute concept of gender. Even as the historic hearing continues in the top court, the same-sex debate was a key issue discussed at Republic Summit 2023.
I can only say this, my rights of married to a Zoroastrian, who decides on it? It was created out of an act of Parliament. Let Parliament speak about it.
You see, my stand is that right to choice is a fundamental in Indian Constitution. And as a practicing Muslim, my stand is that it is a sin. I'm telling you very clearly, and I'm not beating around the bush. Because as a Muslim, as a practicing Muslim, I cannot drink alcohol, I cannot eat pig. That is there, but yes, there is a grey area of the Constitution, which the Supreme Court will look into it.
My heart was, to expand inclusion, give the LGBTQ community same marriage rights as the rest of the community. But when I got into reading this whole case, I realized that the judiciary had perhaps not thought it out well.
The hearing is set to resume on May 3rd. Even 5 years after homosexuality was decriminalized, the LGBTQIA+ community continues to fight for equality. Bureau Report, Republic TV.